Alright. This is gonna go one or two ways. This is our lineup. We're doing Hunger Games stuff with Transformers. We're gonna do a few rounds of these of different things. Some of me ask, why is it all IDW images? Because this is G1 Autobots. I pulled it off a wiki, so that's why there's a really weird random thing. Every time I used G1 like cartoon images, it broke all the time, so I just gave up. We're using IDW one no matter what. Some of them are really bad, but apparently you can't use Discord image links, so I just gotta rely on the wiki to give me good pictures. And sometimes they don't, because the characters just isn't there a lot, and I picked really awful ones. Anyways, so we're just gonna see who survives and who doesn't. Because I found this hilarious yesterday, and we gotta do this again. So we're gonna start with our first one. And I'm just gonna read them all out unless, like, it obviously has several of the same thing in a row, and then I'm just gonna, like, list names and then say the thing, because it's just gonna get really tiring. Okay, so Cosmos runs away from the cornucopia. Bumblebee takes a handful of throwing knives. Springer runs away from the cornucopia. Skits breaks Red Alert's nose for a basket of bread. The bloodshed has already started. Blur scares Cliffjumper away from the cornucopia. Okay. Ratchet gathers as much food as he can. I hope he survives. You know, I'm gonna pick the one I'm rooting for right now. And it's gonna be Ratchet. Okay? Second one I'd like to win, Cup. Let the old men win. Or RC. You know, she's the only one here. RC runs away from the cornucopia. Ironhide takes a handful of throwing knives. Where's the throwing knives coming from? Sideswipe takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Warpath runs away. Jetfire runs into the cornucopia and hides. Not sure how helpful that's gonna be, but Mirage finds a backpack full of camping stuff. I hope you find them. Cup runs away. Prowl runs away with a lighter and some rope. Jazz convinces Ultra Magnus to not kill him, only to kill him instead? Wait. Is Ultra Magnus already dead? It's not even been a full day yet. Inferno accidentally steps on a limit. That's 2 deaths already. Jesus! Wheeljack runs away from the cornucopia. Blue Streak finds a bag full of explosives. Ooh. Okay. Sunstreaker grabs a backpack and retreats. Optimus takes a sickle, and then Hot Rod runs away. We've already had 2 deaths so far. It's not even been a day. Jazz picks Cosmos to kill him. That's the guilt eating him now, that he's killed Ultra Magnus. But he will live another day. Jetfire explores the arena. Mirage searches for firewood. Warpath travels to higher ground. Wheeljack sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Red Alert receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Oh, great. RC discovers a cave. Wonderful. Sideswipe and Prowl split up to search for— They were together? They were with each other? What? Huh? Okay. Bumblebee receives clean water. Springer and Skits work together for the day, and so does Hot Rod and Cliffjumper. Blue Streak receives a hatchet. He's gained a weapon. I don't think he needs that, considering he has explosives. But whatever. Ratchet makes a slingshot. Ironhide receives an explosive. Blur attacks Cup, but he manages to— What is that? Oh, Jesus! Optimus picks flowers. He is unbothered. He's simply living his best life over here. And Sunstreaker also makes a slingshot. Ultra Magnus and Inferno gone on the first day. Great. Red Alert sets up camp. Hot Rod questions his sanity. Me too, pal. Me too. Skids, Cup, Springer, Cosmos, and Ratchet sleep in shifts. They're all in the same place, apparently. Bumblebee sets the explosive off, killing Blur. I guess the old man is safe now. RC passes out from exhaustion. Oh god. Jetfire loses sight of where he is. Prowl receives an explosive. Sunstreaker attempts to start a fire, but doesn't. Blue Streak receives another explosive. He already has a bag full of them. Optimus and Sideswipe hold hands? Why? Warpath, Cliffjumper, and Jazz discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Mirage attempts to start a fire, but can't, apparently. Ironhide and Wheeljack run into each other and decide a truce for the night. No, someone died. I was about to say no one died, but... No! Cup attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death? No! You know what, it's fine. Ratchet's still in, so, you know, it's okay. Warpath is pricked by thorns while picking berries. I swear to god if he's dead. Hot Rod hunts for the other trip. He's out for blood now. Red Alert chases RC. Why? Blue Streak tries to sleep through the entire day. Jazz and Ratchet fight Mirage and Springer, and Mirage and Springer is survived. So does that mean Ratchet and Jazz are dead? Both of the ones that I wanted to, like, win are dead now, I think. You know, we still have RC, though. Still have RC. Jetfire questions his sanity. I don't blame him. Skids, Optimus, Wheeljack, Bumblebee, and Sideswipe also hunt for other tributes. Maybe they should team up with Hot Rod. Studstreak goes hunting. Cosmos scares Cliffjumper off. Alright, Ironhide fishes. It's a fishing kind of day, and I can't do the accent right now. Fuck. Never mind, ignore that I attempted to do that. Prowl searches for firewood. Okay. Yeah, Jazz and Ratchet are dead! No! We lost some real ones today. As if Jazz didn't kill Ultra Magnus on the first day. Blue Streak convinces Springer to snuggle with him. Okay, homosexuals. Sorry. Sideswipe and Jetfire tell stories about themselves to each other. They're just being buddy-buddy. Red Alert starts a fire. Cliffjumper fends Mirage, Sunstreaker, and Warpath away from his fire. And Optimus fends Skids, Hot Rod, and RC away from his fire. Why is everyone going after each other's fire? Bumblebee cooks his food before putting his fire out. Cosmos sets up camp for the night. Ironhide begs for Rod to kill him, and he doesn't. Wheeljack thinks about winning. It'd be so fucking funny if he actually wins because he thought about it. Cliffjumper chases Ironhide. Why? Skids, Optimus, Springer, Blue Streak, and Sunstreaker are, I think, once again hunting for other tributes. They're not doing real good if they keep finding them. Mirage and Warpath work together for the day. Cosmos sets an explosive while killing Wheeljack and Jetfire right after he thought about winning. Jesus! Jetfire didn't even do anything wrong! Sideswipe runs away from Red Alert. Bumblebee begs for RC to kill him, and she refuses, keeping Bumblebee alive. Hot Rod searches for a water source. Prowl explores the arena. There goes Wheeljack and Jetfire. Red Alert thinks about home. Warpath attempts to start a fire, but can't. Sunstreaker kills RC without a hatchet? Or with a hatchet, I mean. He just hates women. I'm joking. Prowl receives a hatchet. Oh, that's bad time to be receiving one of those. Cliffjumper... Why did I fuck that up? Cliffjumper looks at the night sky. He's unbothered. Hot Rod cooks his food before putting his fire out. Skids, Optimus, and Springer cheerfully sing songs together. Alright. Blue Streak and Bumblebee talk about the tribute still alive. Sideswipe tends to Mirage's wounds. Cosmos is woken by nightmares. Yeah, is it nightmares of the fact that you've killed someone? Cosmos? 2 people, in fact? Ironhide receives an explosive. Mirage runs away from Blue Streak. Mirage is still... I forgot Mirage was still here. Cliffjumper overhears Hot Rod and Skids talking in the distance. Prowl defeats Red Alert in a fight, but spares his life. Okay. Cosmos shoots an arrow into Spirit. That's the 3rd murder he's committed. Jesus, Cosmos. Warpath thinks about home. Sunstreaker searches for firewood. Sideswipe defeats Optimus in a fight, but spares his life. Bumblebee collects fruit from a tree. And Ironhide unknowingly eats toxic berries. We've lost Ironhide, folks. Damn. When did Springer die? Cosmos shoots an arrow into Spirit. When did Springer die? I don't remember him dying. Red Alert receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Skids, Hot Rod, did I say, what the fuck did I, wait. I feel like I said the wrong thing. Red Alert. No, I don't know if I said that right. Sunstreaker, Bluestreak, and Bumblebee sleeps and shifts. Mirage tracks down and kills Prow. Damn. Warpath and Optimus threaten a double fails and they die. Well, there goes Optimus. Sidestep tries to treat his infection. Cosmos receives fresh food, and Cliffjumper sets up camp for that. What if he unironically wins? We have a lot of people still, somehow. Sideswipe forces Skids to kill Bluestreak or Sunstreaker. He decides to kill Sunstreaker? That's your brother! Sideswipe! Oh my god! Hot Rod goes hunting. Has he interacted with anyone? I can't remember. Mirage and Red Alert split up to search for resources. Cliffjumper searches for a water source, Bumblebee searches for firewood, and Cosmos dies from hypothermia. Sounds about right. We lost 5 people. Damn. Skids cooks his food before putting his fire out. Red Alert defeats Cliffjumper in a fight but spares his life. Mirage defeats Bumblebee in a fight but spares his life. We're having a lot of fights without killing. Huh. Bluestreak receives fresh food. Hot Rod passes out from exhaustion. Sounds about right. And Sideswipe also questions his sanity. Love that we're starting to do that after he killed his brother and not beforehand. Well, he didn't kill him, but he had someone kill him. It's the feast day. Skids decides not to go to the feast. Red Alert decides not to go to the feast. Bumblebee is unable to convince Mirage not to kill him. We have lost another one, folks. Cliffjumper, Hot Rod, and Sideswipe get into a fight. Hot Rod triumphantly kills them both. Okay, I take back what I said earlier. Cliffjumper is not making it to the end. And Bluestreak bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Oh, we got 4 people left now. Oh, maybe not. Red Alert sets Mirage on fire with a Molotov. Okay! And Skids chase Hot Rod. We are now down to 3. Jesus, 5 people died. Again. Hot Rod receives Hatchet. Red Alert tries to treat his infection. And Skid stays awake all night. That's not good for you, man. Red Alert hunts for the other tributes. Hot Rod receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor, and Skid searches for a water source. Everyone lived. Skids and a Red Alert run into each other and decide a truce, which they really shouldn't, but you know. And Hot Rod passes out from exhaustion. Oh, no! Skids pushes Hot Rod off a cliff during a knife fight! And then Red Alert dies from hunger. Which means, it would seem that Skids is our winner for the first round. After brutally murdering Hot Rod. So we have the Decepticons all filled out. Again, mostly had to use IDW because G1 images weren't working, but Reflectors and Hooks did. Why is Sharpnail still Ratchet? Hold on, we gotta fix something. Okay, it's not Ratchet anymore. Is everyone else fine? No more Autobot pictures? Okay. So as you can see, we have Megatron, Soundwave, Shockwave, Skywarp, Starscream, Thundercracker, Reflector, Sharpnail, Shrapnel, whatever. Bombshell, Kickback, Hook, Scrapper, Breakdown, Dead End, Swindle, Vortex, Galvatron, Cyclonus, Six Shot, Astral Train, Misfire, Octane, Blitzwing, this last section right here, where I just ran out of people to put in from G1 Decepticons, and I was just like, I don't know if the rest of these would have pictures I could even use. So I just threw in more. So, let's go. I'm sure this is gonna go great. So, Dead End, Blitzwing, and Swindle, Reflector all run from the cornucopia. Galvatron grabs a jar of fishing bait while Skywarp gets fishing gear. Okay. Soundwave grabs the bag, not realizing it is empty. Okay, Soundwave. Thundercracker runs away. Bombshell severely injures Astral Train and leaves him to die. Well, Megatron brings breakdowns to for a basket of rain! If anyone would, it would be Megatron. Scrapper decapitates Shockwave with the sword. He didn't even last a day. Shockwave. Misfire grabs his shield, leaning. Starscream runs away, Vortex runs away, Cyclonus runs away, Six Shot runs away. Kickback takes a handful of throwing knives, Octane takes a handful of throwing knives. They both found him. Wow. Skull Hunter runs away, and Shrapnel and Hook also run away. Cyclonus and Bombshell work together. Shrapnel tends to Skullcruncher's wounds. What wounds? Octane diverts Starscream's attention and runs away. Swindle tries to sleep through the entire day. Misfire sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. He would, though. If this was like a canonical thing, he would go and investigate. Blitzwing begs for Skywarp to kill him, and he refuses. Sixstone steals from Scrapper while he isn't looking. Thundercracker, Dead, and Megatron and Vortex raid Galvatron's camp. Reflector discovers the cave. Good job, Reflector. Hook received medical supplies. Sounds about right. Breakdown practices is archery. Alright. Kickback receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor, and Soundwave receives a hatchet. Astrotrain and Shockwave are already dead, and Shockwave did not even make it out of the cornucopia. Megatron, Six Shot, Skullcruncher, and Swindle sleep in shifts. Skywarp passes out from exhaustion. Misfire defeats Vortex in a fight, but spares his life. Scrapper receives medical supplies. Hook destroys Blitzwing supplies. Thundercracker receives an explosive. Reflector sets off an explosive, killing Breakdown, Shrapnel, and Starscream. Breakdown hasn't even done anything wrong. Man's got his nose broken because of Megatron, and then proceeded to practice archery. He's done no wrong, and you're killing him. Kickback starts a fire. Galvatron, Dead, and Soundwave cheerfully sing songs together. Odd trio, but alright. Bombshell tends to Cyclonus' wounds. Octane climbs a tree to rest. He doesn't even have to climb it, you just fly up there. But whatever. Six-shot questions to Sandy. You should have done that a very long time ago. But okay. Cyclonus makes a slingshot. Skullcruncher, Thundercracker, Skywarp, and Blitzwing hunt for other tributes. They're out for blood. They're fucking trying to do that. They gotta kill some people. I've already forgotten who was the one to do it. It was Reflector. Right. Bombshell steals from Scrapper. Octane explores the arena. Hook receives clean water. Misfire once again sees smoke rising and doesn't investigate. Soundwave tries to sleep through the entire day. Swindle also sees smoke rising in the distance, but doesn't go and investigate. Vortex attacks Galvatron, but he manages to escape. Reflector tries to spear fish with a trident. Kickback receives fresh food, and Megatron attacks Deaden, but he manages to escape. He lost 3 people today. Deaden receives fresh food. Misfire destroys Megatron's supplies. Whoa! Skullcruncher thinks about home. Hook, Soundwave, and Reflector cheerfully sing songs. Scrapper kills Bombshell with a hatchet. Oh. Cyclonus sets up camp for the night. Swindle and Thundercracker tell stories about themselves to each other. Six-Shot destroys Kickback supplies while he's asleep. Galvatron, Vortex, and Skywarp sleep in shifts. Octane passes out from exhaustion, and Blitzwing attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Deaden goes hunting. Megatron tries to sleep through the entire day. A lot of people are trying to do that. Hook collects fruit from a tree. Swindle sprains his ankle while running away from Six-Shot. I would run too. Skywarp constructs a shack. Blitzwing and Skullcruncher hunt for other tributes. Cyclonus begs Reflector to kill him, and he... Oh! And he does! Reluctantly, of course. But he does do it. There goes Cyclonus. Soundwave makes a wooden spear. Scrapper kills Thundercracker while he's resting? That is a dishonorable way to kill someone, but alright. Galvatron discovers a river. Misfire is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Sounds about right. Kickback overhears Octane and Vortex talking in the distance. Okay. Oh, a tsunami rolls into the arena. That's the arena event for today. Deaden survives. Skullcruncher fatally injures himself on debris. Misfire defeats Kickback, but throws him in the water to make sure he dies? Wait, who died? Kickback? I assume it's Kickback. Reflector and Blitzwing smash their heads together as the tsunami rolls in, leaving them both to drown. Six-Shot, Megatron, and Galvatron survive. Octane fatally injures himself on debris. Normal Scrapper, Swindle, Vortex, Hook, and Soundwave survive, and Skywarp is swept away. Which I'm assuming implies he's dead. Yes. That's the entire Trine gone. Command Trine is gone. Rest in peace. Vortex destroys Soundwave supplies. Fucking rude. Megatron receives an explosive. Swindle lost sight of where he is. Denon kills Scrapper with a hatchet. Jesus! Galvatron and Hook slept a ship. Why are you sleeping? Your fucking assault mate just died. Misfire attempts to start a fire. But Misfire attempts to start a fire, but it's unsuccessful. Six Shot thinks about home. It's the feast time. Galvatron stuffs a bundle of dry clothing into a backpack before sprinting away. Why do you need that? Megatron and Vortex fight Dead End and Soundwave, and Megatron and Vortex survive? No! Soundwave! Hook and Six Shot decide we're not going to go to the feast. Swindle pushes Misfire off a cliff wall and knife. Misfire can fly! He just chose not to. Galvatron receives medical supplies. Swindle, Six Shot, and Vortex hunt for other tributes. That's two of those are the worst ones to be. Well, not worst, but scary to have that be their thing. Megatron makes a slingshot. I don't think he really needs it at this point. Hook receives clean water. Six Shot pushes Hook off a cliff during a knife fight. Goodbye, Hook. You're now with your Disalt member. Galvatron and Vortex tell stories about themselves to each other. Okay? Megatron tends to his wounds, and Swindle loses sight of where he is. Again, I think. Galvatron chases Swindle. That's what you get for not knowing where you were. Vortex first a spearfish with a trident. Six Shot searches for a water source, and Megatron also searches for a water source. Goodbye, Hook. Galvatron runs away from Swindle. I don't blame you. He has a bomb. Swindle receives another explosive, and Galvatron dies from hunger. Good job, Galvatron. Vortex taints Six Shot's food, killing him. Goodbye, Six Shot. And Swindle and Megatron work together for the day. We have 3 people left. Swindle and Vortex and Megatron get into a fight, and Vortex triumphantly kills them both. Whoa. So we have Vortex as our winner of the first round. Congrats. I'm noticing a pattern here though, and in the second attempt, if this happens again, Shockwave dying first, it's gonna be hilarious. Because when I was doing these yesterday, he died both rounds, literally first time. Literally in round the first, fucking day. Shockwave receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Soundwave screams for help. Why are you screaming? Hook thinks about home. A Starscream sets an explosive off, killing Breakdown, Cyclonus, and Skywarp. One of those is your own Shrine members! Starscream! Blitzwing is awoken by nightmares. You sure you're not awoken by the explosive that just went off? Shockwave tends to Octane's wounds. He's making— Octane kills Bombshell with a sickle. Alright. Shockwave receives medical supplies. Blitzwing, Misfire, and Soundwave hunt for other tributes. Astrotrain stalks Vortex, while Reflector stalks Dead End. Reflector cries himself to sleep! Six Shot starts a fire. Megatron and Shockwave hold hands. There you go, what is their fucking ship name? Because I feel like Mega Wave's also what they use for Soundwave and Megatron. Mega Shock, I guess? Whatever. You shippers, I'm sure that's amazing for you. Oh no! Soundwave cannot handle the circumstances and unalives. Why? He can win the husband wars, but not the Hunger Games? Shockwave, Kickback, Astrotrain, Misfire, and Reflector hunt for other tributes. Oh, sweet Jesus. Skullcruncher picks flowers. Octane, Shockwave, Thundercracker, Astrotrain, and Misfire sleep in shifts. Here, Scrapper sprains his ankle while running away from Megatron. Shrapnel sprains his ankle while running away from Blitzwing. Everyone's just spraining their ankle. Shockwave receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Dead End Fishes. Six Shot sets an explosive off, killing Reflector and Octane. Thundercracker also sprains his ankle while running away from Misfire. Not sure what's so scary about Misfire other than friendly fire. Shockwave receives medical supplies. I feel like that's all he's received from the start. It's just medical supplies and maybe like one explosive. Not sure how much medical supplies he needs, but Skullcruncher's stock 6-shot, not a smart decision. Megatron diverts Shockwave's attention and runs away. You were holding hands earlier, sir? He's like, no, I don't want to hold his hand anymore. We gotta leave. We gotta leave. Hook camouflages himself in the bushes. I mean, that probably works. You are partially green. Scrapper makes a slingshot. Dead End stalks after. But you are taller than bushes. So never mind. Probably wouldn't work. Dead End stalks Astro Train. Alright. And Misfire searches for a water source. No one died. Has anyone died in the last, like, couple rounds? I can't remember. Cracker thinks about winning. Don't do that. They always die. 6-shot, Scrapper, Shockwave, Hook, and Misfire sleep in shifts. Astro Train tends to Shockwave's wound. He has wounds? Since when? Die. And Thundercracker attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death because apparently he's forgotten how to fly. Megatron and Kickback fight Astro Train and 6-shot, and Megatron and Kickback survive. A certain someone who will probably end up seeing this, your favorites are just not... They're just not surviving. They're just not living. I'm sorry, but I don't make the decisions. Everyone else decides we're just not going to go. Considering what just happened, that was a smart decision. Megatron and Shockwave split up to search for resources, and Hook falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Wait, a frozen lake? Huh? A shrapnel unknowingly eats toxic berries, and Shockwave cannot handle the circumstances and commits unalive. He... Which makes Megatron our winner! You know, Shockwave at least made it pretty further than all the other times that he's been part of this. He got 2nd place. Decepticon ones. The next one will be just characters from the Lost Light / more the Meets the Eye comics, like specifically the ones on the Lost Light, unless I still have space on here, which I doubt I will, but that's the next one, so we'll be back when I get that set up. We are on to our next one, the Lost Light one. Yay! So I just picked some off the list, trying to get some of the main ones that I've like just seen a lot around the internet, and there's a couple that I picked just because I like them. Okay. I don't know what happened to the Perceptor picture. He looks fucking squished. So does some of them, but this thing's really bad with pictures. Anyways, let's proceed. I'm sure nothing can go wrong with this group. Chrome Dome, Brainstorm, Ambulon, and Perceptor share everything they've gathered before running. Okay. First Aid finds a bag full of explosives. Cyclonus finds a canteen full of water. Rodimus runs away. Swerve, Ratchet, Ultra Magnus, Nautica, Vortex Magnus, and Whirl all run away. This is the first time Ultra Magnus has not died on the literal getting away from the cornucopia section. Skids overpowers Riddler, killing him. Jesus, Skids! Lug snatches a pair of Sias. Oh! Misfire, and Node, and Drift work together to get as many supplies as possible. That's an odd trio, but you know what? Sure. Fulcrum and Rung run away from the cornucopia. Megatron shoots an arrow into Rewind's. Why does everyone go after his head? Why? Thank God I didn't put Overlord in here. I should have, but I didn't. Tailgate runs away from the cornucopia. Chrome Dome steals from Fulcrum while he isn't looking. I think this man's been through enough, but okay. A Node collects fruit from a tree. Ultra Magnus's trap kills Swerve. Oh my god! Skids makes the slingshot. Perceptor picks flowers. Oh, amazing. Ratchet collects fruit from a tree. Cyclonus receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Whirl falls into a pit and dies. Thought he would have, lasted a lot much longer, but okay. Brainstorm constructs shit. If anyone's just out here building shit, it would be him. Ambulon and Megatron hunt for other tributes. First aid Rodimus, misfire, lug, and tailgate track down and kill Nautica. What the fuck did she do to you all? Go oh my god, Drift picks flowers. Rung defeats Fortress Maximus in a fight but spares his life. Not a sentence I thought I would ever read, but here we are. Jesus. Skid cries himself to sleep after, you know, killing fucking Red Alert. Brainstorm is unable to convince Ratchet not to kill him. Weirdly, I am not surprised. First aid is awoken by nightmares. Don't blame you. Misfire and Drift hold hands. Sir, you have a conjux. What do you... What? Okay. Megatron starts a fire. Rung falls into a frozen lake and drowns. You can beat Fortress Maximus, but not a lake? Ambulon thinks about home. Lug quietly hums. A node defeats Ultra Magnus in a fight, but spares his life. Oh, okay. Chrome Dome goes to sleep. Perceptor, Cyclonus, Fortress Maximus, Rodimus, and Fulcrum sleep in shifts, and Tailgate stays awake all night. He's been kind of asleep for a very long time, right? I'll be fair. I really only remember bits and pieces of this, and there's a lot of it I haven't read, so correct me if I'm wrong on literally anything. Fulcrum travels to higher ground. Cyclonus, Ambulon, and Tailgate hunt for other tributes. Okay. Ultra Magnus sprains his ankle while running away from Drift. Megatron steals from Chrome Dome while he isn't looking. You're really harassing the husbands, aren't you? Perceptor practices his archery. Rodimus' trap kills skids. I about said squids. Lug destroys Misfire's supplies while he's asleep. Oh my fucking god. Fulcrum overpowers Perceptor, killing him. Oh my god. Okay. Ambulon and Rodimus tell stories about themselves. Honestly, okay, I'm gonna say this now. Who I want to win is either Ambulon or the lesbians. One of them. They both can't, but one of them, you know? Unknown and Ratchet huddle for warmth. What? Oh god. Oh no. It's platonic stuff. It's just so they don't die. Tailgate dies for hypothermia. Fortress Maximus is awoken by nightmares. It's the PTSD from, God, what's it fucking called? Garrus. Yeah. Sorry. Ultra Magnus looks sight of where he is. How? You're so effing tall? How do you're probably towering over those fucking trees. Actually, now that I think about it, how did any of them lose sight of anything? They tower over everything. Cyclonus runs away from Rodimus. Alright. Ambulon tries to treat his infection. Cyclonus looks at the night sky. Lug tends to Drift's wounds. First aid defeats Fortress Maximus in a fight but spares his life. How are you beating his ass? Huh? Ultra Magnus starts a fire. Like, okay, but see, when they say this starts a fire, do they mean, like, just the fucking forest is on fire now? Or, like a normal-ass fire where they cook food? Rodimus sees a fire but stays. It's Ultra Magnus's fire. Ratchet attempts to start a fire but can't. Just go to Ultra Magnus. He can apparently fucking make a fire for you. Megatron, Ultra Magnus, Ratchet, and Ambulon hunt for other tributes. That is a squad right there. Jesus. Lug sets an explosive off killing Chrome Dome and Fulcrum? Jesus! Cyclonus tries to treat his infection. Ratchet fends Rodimus first aid Megatron away from his fire. You were just working with him, like, a second ago. What do you mean? What? Ambulon's trap kills Lug. Is he really gonna win? I hope he does. Sorry, Node, your wife is dead. Ultra Magnus passes out from exhaustion. Honestly, I don't blame him. Drift poisons Fortress Maximus's drink, but mistakes it for his own and dies. Drift, you can't be that stupid, buddy. Ultra Magnus questions his sanity. I'm sure he does that every day on the Lost Light. Megatron fishes after killing several people in this Hunger Games. He's like, nah, I'm done. I want to fish. Megatron, Ratchet, and Rodimus track down to kill them. They just hate women. I'm sorry. And Ultra Magnus once again starts a fire. Cyclonus sets off an explosive, killing Ratchet, Ultra Magnus, Megatron, and Rodimus. He just killed the entire fucking, I guess, high command of the ship right there. Jesus. Misfire doesn't go to the feast, clearly, because, you know, half of them just died. And then First Aid bashes Ampelon's head with a mace? Oh my god. Some people are about to hate me real badly with what you're about to see. I don't apologize. Cyclonus receives medical supplies. First aid poisons for Max drink, and he drinks it and dies. It's the first time I've seen that actually work. Goodbye, Fort Max. And then Misfire accidentally detonates a landmine trying to arm it. That sounds weirdly in character. And then Cyclonus throws a knife into First Aid's chest, making Cyclonus our victor. I think. See, yeah, he won. Congrats, Cyclonus. Your husband may be dead, but you survived. I killed the whole fucking high command, apparently. Maybe a woman will survive longer. I mean, they did. And Node and Lug survived really long, but, you know, maybe Nautica. Okay. Ratchet and Fort Max fight for a bag, and Fort Max gives up. Rodimus, Drift, and Volcom work together to get as many supplies, and Lug falls into a pit and dies. I should stop talking. Every time one of them I say something, they die immediately afterwards. Sorry. Allergies. Brainstorm takes a handful of throwing knives. Those will no longer be throwing knives once he's done with them. Rung grabs a jar of fishing bait while Skids gets fishing gear. They're gonna go hang out and be buddies. Ratchet forces a Node to kill Whirl or Tailgate. She refuses to kill, so Ratchet kills her instead. I really should shut up. Cause they both just died. But we still have Nautica. Spurv defeats Red Alert in a fight, but spares his life. Drift receives an explosive. Fulcrum steals from Misfire while he isn't looking. You guys are buddies. You're pals. Perceptor ambushes Rewind because at least he didn't go for the head. I hope. Brainstorm fishes. Yeah. Okay. Cyclonus questions his sanity. I'm sure almost anyone with a brain on this, with any sort of brain cells, do on this ship. Ratchet cries himself to sleep. Yeah, you just killed a lesbian. I hope you are. You should be ashamed of yourself, Ratchet. I'm sorry. Chrome Dome cries himself to sleep. Yeah, he's just lost his husband. He's grieving. Young kills Megatron with a sickle. Jesus! The therapist is done. And Ultra Magnus and Tailgate hold hands? What? Huh? What? Huh? What? You? Okay, we're moving on. Nautica defeats Fulcrum in a fight, but spares his life. Queen shit, really. She should have killed him though. Ratchet camouflages himself in the bush. You're red! You're bright red! Okay. Ultra Magnus receives clean water. Avalon collects fruit from a tree. Cyclonus constructs this shack for some reason. The Chrome Dome taints Nautica's food, killing her. That's all the women gone. They hate women in the Lost Lake. I'm joking. Yes, and Rodimus defeats Perceptor in a fight, but spares his life. What? Oh, okay. I read this first and not what the event was. that word. Squirrels start attacking the tributes. Swerve tries to kill as many squirrels as he can, but there are too many. Goodbye, Swerve. The Swerve separate and kill Tailgate and Chrome Dome. At least he's with his husband now. Wrong and Skid survive. Drift in agony kills squirrels, but he does not have to be attacked by the squirrels. Huh? Ratchet, Perceptor, Brainstorm, Fort Max survive. Volcom, also in agony, kills Misfire, so he doesn't have to be attacked by the squirrels. First Aid survives, so does Amelon and Ultra Magnus. Rodimus uses the squirrel to his advantage, shoving Cyclonus into them. Oh. Red Alert survives. That's a lot of people dead. So Misfire- wait, Drift and, Volcom didn't die. So they just killed the other two for no fucking reason? What? Fort Max, Ratchet, and Skids get into a fight, and Fort Max kills them both. Okay. Red Alert is awoken by nightmares. He's got some shit going on. First Aid begs for Drift to kill him, and he refuses. Brung and Perceptor hold hands. There's a perfectly alive Brainstorm. Alright. I will respect the choice. First Aid receives an explosive. Oh, Ampelon injures himself. You can fix that, boy. I've struggled
So hard with that right there. That's just the boy, this is all I can think of to say.
Rodimus, Brainstorm, and Drift get into a fight, and Drift triumphantly kills him. See what I mean? See what I mean? They both thought about winning, and now they're both dead. I knew what I was talking about. Amelon and Ultra Magnus tell stories about themselves. So it's the feast time. Rung and Red Alert don't go to the feast. Ultra Magnus decapitates Drift with a sword. Is it his own sword, or like a different sword? Amelon doesn't go. Fort Max throws a knife into Volcom's chest. Ooh. Perceptor decides not to go, and First Aid cannot handle the circumstances and just goes bye-bye. Ampelon practices his archery, and Ultra Magnus hunts for the other tribute. This is the longest Ultra Magnus has made it for one of these. I'll be honest. I don't think every other the first ones he was dying pretty damn fast. And now I put him in the Lost Light. Somehow he's making it. I think it's because it's the Lost Light, to be fair. Fort Max and Ambulon talk about the tribute still alive. Red Alert and Perceptor sleep in shifts. Rung is awoken by night. Just as I was saying that, he died of dysentery. I'm so sorry that that's the way you had to go, sir. I'm so sorry. Ambulon and Red Alert run into each other and decide truce for the night, and Fort Max kills Perceptor for his supplies. A swarm of tracker chackers invades the— I don't know what that is. Is this a thing that, like, is just a Hunger Games thing? I've never watched Hunger Games. I feel like I should have said that way earlier. But I've never watched it, so I don't know what this is. Ambulon survives. Rung slowly dies from the toxins. Red Alert and Fort Max survive. I'm gonna cry. Fort Max unknowingly eats toxic berries, and Red Alert stabs Ambulon while his back is turned. I forgot I made that in the picture. Which means Red Alert is our winner. Amazing. Lovely. I'm glad that that's how that went. Anyways, this was Transformer Hunger Games. Really silly, dumb thing, and I probably did not help with its stupidity. But I hope it was enjoyable either way, because it's funny. I hope the art was just as silly, or the pictures, depending on how far this is in. You've gotten in, you know. Well, I mean, if you're listening to this, you've made it to the end, so you've seen where eventually my motivation dropped off. But this is it. Okay.